All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached from the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. And the crownless again shall be king. Hi, my name is Shalom Israel Kamu, and this is my book report on The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings. This right here is my copy of The Lord of the Rings. It is actually the full book, but it's a special edition because the publishers originally wouldn't take it as a full book, and so it got split up into 3 books, each with 2 parts. They also, this book at least, has a prologue, an index, and 6 full appendixes. It also includes many poems written in different languages, each created by Tolkien himself. The Fellowships of the Ring story is best explained in the Ringverse. The Dark Lord Sauron created rings for the dwarves and the men. 3 rings of power were also created for the elves, which Sauron never touched or sullied. 3 for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die, and 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne, in the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. However, they were all deceived, for Sauron created another ring, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 for himself, the Dark Lord, on his dark throne. 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them, in the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. Sauron went on a rampage, killing everyone who stood in his way for his conquest of Middle-earth, and he tried to take over all. But that's when Isildur, son of the king, the next king in line, cut off Sauron's finger which held the ring, and took the ring for himself. However, the ring betrayed him, and Isildur died. The ring is then lost, and eventually it is found by a hobbit, who is like a dwarf, but doesn't wear shoes because of a leathery foot, and he picks up the ring, and he takes the ring. He has no idea what this ring is, but using it, he helps a set of dwarves recover their homeland. After that, the ring is passed on to the protagonist of the story, one of them at least, Frodo Baggins. He must take the ring to Mount Doom, a volcano, thrust it into the fires, hence by destroying it. He is helped by his friend, Sam Gamgee, and a ranger known as Strider, who is the heir to Isildur. His true name you must find out for yourself. The Lord of the Rings is my favorite book. Both poems I recited above are memorized even before making this book report. Right now, I'm in the middle of the second part of it, and gosh, it's amazing. There is so much put into this book. You can picture exactly what Tolkien is talking about. It's for people who love adventure stories and old ages. Wizards, monsters, creatures, this book has all of them. The characters are alive, and the many poems, sometimes written in different languages, make the characters seem even more realistic. Typically, I could care less for poetry. However, the poems in The Fellowship of the Ring are so well written and well placed that I can't help but read through them all, and some of them are incredibly long. They all help the story, however. Tolkien is as much a poet as a fictional writer. I love how Tolkien wrote this book and others with as much care for places and events as a historian would have. Sometimes I even go to the appendixes of this book to find out what something he wrote in another tongue actually means. And my copy also includes maps, which I use as well. It's amazing how much attention to details and places Tolkien has. Yet somehow, he restrains his book from being too verbose. For me, I can't find any negative aspects with the book. However, for some readers, this book may seem a bit lengthy. I mean, all 3 of them in mine are only 1,000 pages, but yeah, maybe some people could see it as a bit lengthy. However lengthy it could be, the book is not verbose. What I love most about this book, however, is that all of the characters, events, places, they all represent something in the Christian worldview. You need only find out what. I'm going to end with another poem by Bilbo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings. The road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can, pursuing it with eager feet until it joins some larger way, where many paths and errands meet. And whither then? I cannot say. Thank you for listening to my book report on The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings.